CHSNE for this very wonderful Sojourner Award. And I also want to thank the community for your support and all the family and friends that are here this evening. And I must say, when they said Sojourner Award, to me, I didn't really know what that meant. It said for wanderer. That's what I kind of thought, someone lost. So I looked it up, and there's some biblical dictionary explanations of what sojourner means, but it also means someone that travels to a temporary place. And then I said to myself, well, I was born in America. It wasn't really temporary. But yet, you know, what the Sojourner Award is really reflecting is the fact that as a very young child, I embraced the notion of my parents being sojourners. And I remember at age 7, when I could really comprehend that my parents, and especially my mother, who was home full-time with us, that she reminded us all the time of the hardship that my father had endured to come to this country. He was 28 years old, and he had, I think he was the youngest of 5 brothers and 3 sisters, and told, you go to America and make some money and send it home. So my father came at age 28, and he provided for our own immediate family. He had 6 daughters, and then he also sent a lot of money back home, and it was really hard for my mother. But I remember those stories, and it really kind of, you know, it became part of me in terms of what they endured. And as Joe and I became parents, we used to tell our children these stories all the time about the grandparents. And I think our children finally reflected on what that meant, because Katie, our youngest daughter here, she did a pictorial documentary of both sides of the family, kind of a genealogical pictorial thing of the grandparents and parents and ourselves. And Jason, our second son, actually went and delved further with my father and asked about all his fears of coming to this country, things that I would never have asked. But it obviously reflected the fact that by storytelling, our children also embraced the notion of what it was like to be a sojourner in this country. And CHSNE has an extremely important role in our society, especially now public high schools are teaching history, but there will be no Asian American history. So we are getting blended in, and our history is getting lost. So the important work of CHSNE, as represented by this group that has convened for this dinner, is very important to our community and to the livelihood of our identity. And this banquet is one of the most impressive ones that I attend, and that is represented by almost every organization that I can think of that does good work in the community. And it can span education, health, social services, economic, housing. I mean, I don't even know if I named them all. But, you know, Chinatown is a very strong Chinatown. And we all do good work, and I think we work well together. And Joe and I have been traveling a little bit and seeing that many Chinatowns are disappearing. And the only thing remaining is a sign that says CCBA. No restaurants, no bakeries, residents, maybe of senior housing development. But the Chinatowns are slowly disintegrating. But we as a Chinatown, Boston, we're getting a new library, we're getting a new upper school, we're getting housing, economic development. And our social services programs, our health programs are so strong. And we need to continue to do that. But I guess my parting words is that what I see is that we need to get younger people involved. And we need to have bold ideas. People like Atani Lee that can have a vision and take Chinatown to the next level, because we will have many challenges. So thank you very much, CHSNE, for the valuable work that you do. And I hope everyone will get more involved.